gain, nigga that like not gain weight, the nigga that lost weight, lift the weights or some shit doing with some weight. So he big as hell now. Man, they said nigga got muscles and shit, man. So he ain't bullshit this time.
I like red balls, my type, light skin, that's black, hello. GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic, GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic, GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic, GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic. That's good, fantastic. I like red balls, my type, light skin, that's black, hello. GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic, GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic, GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic, GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic. That's good, fantastic.
Yo, what up, what up, what up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share, so you get this thing out everywhere. There's anywhere in the world you could be, but just probably right here with me, the BABG and DSGB, Devin D. Shout out to motherfucking Devin in the building, man. What's going on, man?
Nothing much, nothing much. Goddamn, just enjoying the day after work.
Hey, for sure, man. Hey, Devin said we was gonna talk about MK Ultra today, man, and we gonna go ahead and hop into it. So, bro, the conspiracy theory tinfoil hat culture, man, is been blowing up, over the recently, and it's just crazy to see a lot more of this stuff get talked about, in mainstream media and get acknowledged and stuff. And what we're coming to see is more people are understanding, bro. A lot of these quote unquote conspiracy theories, bro, are true to life, right? We're not gonna talk about, what happened back in, 2019, 2020. But a lot of that stuff that the crazy people were telling you came out to be true, right? If y'all don't know, I know y'all don't know, but YouTube just took down another one of my Tinfoil Tuesdays, bro, yesterday. They give me no strike or nothing, but they took it down because um, uh, it said it had information that could possibly violate policy or whatever, but it wouldn't another give me a strike, so I just left it as it is. But again, you was talking about so um, moving into the whole MK Ultra aspect of it is one of the many, many, many CIA government projects that were kept secret from the public because they were pretty much using and abusing the public in order to try and gain some type of advantage on the global stage. You know what I'm saying? But Devin, go ahead, brother. What you got for us, man?
So I think all of the like weird social like programming, like social engineering strategies we see today, like all these fast trends with the advent of social media and stuff like that. I think the operations that they were carrying out back then were to perfect the process to get us to where they got it today. Because honestly, I feel like the powers that be, they had us common people in checkmate for quite a long,
Oh yeah.
as long as I've been alive. Goddamn.
Oh yeah, man. Like I say, you start talking about roads and stuff like that, man. And I'm telling you, this stuff has been planned for hundreds and hundreds of years. Everything from social engineering to the banking system to everybody talk about the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds and all those things, man.
Yeah,
Bro,
I was just watching a
yeah,
documentary on them yesterday. The Rockefellers, and like apparently they were like communist Jews. It was weird. It was crazy. It was I really didn't finish it, but it was interesting because I've been on the small hats tell since I was graduating around 2012, and people thought I was crazy because I've seen a lot of the way they operate sometimes, and it looks very predatory as far as the neighboring population that they would be around. They had a very vampire way of operating in whatever society they was whatever land they was in. It seemed like in history they seem to always be it comes to a point where the people start to dislike them and they have to relocate or whatever. It just but the documentary was wild, man. They got a lot to do with the banking system around the world, especially Europe. They went
yeah.
ham in Europe. They started off in Europe. Got there. They kicked it off in Europe.
Yeah, and like I said, it's a whole other aspect to that, to the war and the conflict that happened and all this stuff that's explained. And like I said, another one of those documentaries that you know what I'm saying, it's not hard to find, but you can't, don't get caught, motherfucker. Don't Google search that motherfucker. Search that shit on some shit you can't get traced
Hey,
for,
I be
right?
on Reddit a lot.
Oh shit, he dropped out. Oh shit, he just dropped out. You got the link. Come back. Deb, I don't know what happened. You just dropped out, fam. He'll come back. But yeah, man. You start talking about that, and you start. There you go. All right, cool. You start to see, like you said, man. A lot of this stuff, all this stuff is intertwined, man. It's one big ass web, and like you said, when you are the one person that can see this, because it was the same way, bro. When the first time I heard this, and like I tell you, I heard it like from Chronicles, and most of us never even heard this shit. Then you hear somebody say, you like, bro, ain't no way. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? This is absolutely absurd. This nigga motherfucking high. He Looney Tunes. He this that, and the other. But like you said, people don't understand. The CIA came up with the term conspiracy theory. CIA came up with that term to shame people and make people seem crazy that was talking about shit that was actually going on or whatnot, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
And the easiest way to discount somebody, man, is to attack their sanity. But let me get my man in here real quick, man. Shout out to my bro, always coming through with the support. Saucy Balls for the 10 for the super sticker. Greatly appreciate you, brother. Then he backed it right on over with another 20 ball, bro. Greatly appreciate you, brother. Ain't nothing but some money. Bro, YouTube did an MIB Minds app. We were never here on your vid. LOL. Yeah, man. Listen, bro. I put Tinfoil Tuesdays, bro. Y'all, get it while you can, man. If you just one of the few you guys go, you know what I'm saying? Probably, download and save or something or whatever, bro. Because screenshot this motherfucker. Because YouTube be knocking these motherfuckers out like Tyson, bro. Left and right.
Damn.
But yeah, so what we talking about? Yeah, that. So like you said, bro, once you see and you understand, bro, it's like you talking Chinese to everybody. You crazy because you telling them some shit. Well, man, ain't no way, man. No. It's like, well, hey, and then you start going back and you look and you see that every time a president was assassinated, it coincided with something to do with the national bank trying to get recertified, right? Or them trying to get rid of the national bank. People don't understand that about
How Kennedy got off.
yeah, Lincoln, Kennedy. They tried what was it, Jackson? They tried Jackson, and they failed. And then even
Gaddafi in Africa over there.
yeah, they got him up out of there. And then in Reagan, that was even Reagan, because Reagan was talking about it. Reagan was talking about, he was like the last president to talk about anything concerning the gold standard or whatever and getting rid of the federal, Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, word, you ain't learned. You thought it was a game. And that's why in broad daylight, but they tried to send that message, bro. So, bro, the Federal Reserve, bro, is like I said, is no joke. Federal Reserve, people don't understand this. The Federal Reserve is totally completely separate. Has
It's
nothing
his
to do
own
with
entity.
own entity, nothing to do with the United States government whatsoever. But like you said, man, you're able to fucking leverage. I like to liken it to the Golden Company in Game of Thrones, right? People don't understand that too. So what you get is a lot of cross references and a lot of things that's like analogies or the same thing at different times to let you know, bro, what's really going on here. But like you said, you got to be able to see it. And if you're not able to see it, if you're not in the know, you just this crazy ass nigga that's living in a fantasy world type shit.
Yeah, especially in the black community.
Oh,
But
boy.
luckily, I always kept a couple friends that was on the same tip. Like always, at least two, or well, back then it was three that we would always be debating about like all kind of stuff, this type of stuff, conspiracy theories, religion, aliens, all kind of stuff, man. Like where white people come from for real and all that shit. I ain't got nothing against white people though. I love all people.
Yeah, for sure. So here recently, man, everybody started talking about it. Your girl, man, motherfucking light skin supreme, the face of all the young thoughts out here.
Yeah, you did say something about she did something. I ain't know about it. I guess I'm about to find out now.
Yeah, here we go. So this is your girl. For one, Ice Spice is with Taylor Swift. Now, Taylor Swift is already projected to be a billionaire musical artist, one of the few, well, not one of the few, but one of the few of many nowadays. Like it's just crazy when you see too just how all of these celebrities are billionaires all of a sudden, Jay-Z, Kanye, Rihanna, now Taylor Swift. And they're projecting LeBron. They're saying LeBron James is a billionaire. Just all these celebrities, entertainers, right? To show you that, like, hey, if you pretty much to get people to go that route versus go the innovator route or the job creator route, the Elon Musk, the Mark Zuckerberg, the Bill Gates, and all these everything. Mind you, again, I'm not boosting those people up because we know all those people are motherfucking control opposition, especially Elon Musk ass. Elon Musk is a real life evil genius. And like I said, I think he's gonna be the demise of whatever humanity we have left in society. He single-handedly, bro, like I said, bro, just technocratizing, I guess if that's not a word, but it's some shit I just made up, right? It's best to describe it. Or putting everything in a technical aspect, bro. Like I said, everything from the electric cars to Starlink and the space program and Neuralink, and now you got the Tesla bots, and he has the money also, the richest man in the world, to be able to pretty much do whatever the hell he want to do. He the richest motherfucker in the world. You know what I'm saying? So and people, because they want to be lazy, you know what I'm saying? Wally theory, like I tell you, motherfuckers don't want to work, man. And if everybody had it their way, bro, and you can motherfucking just wake up in the morning, not have to do shit, and have your life fucking completely, totally, afforded to you with no effort, I say 90% of people would take it. You have
Hey,
10%, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, 90% of people will take that shit. You know what I'm saying? So once you start implementing all these things, man, and the one of the worst things for human beings, bro, is comfort, right? And ease. That's the worst thing ever for people. But people, because they just can't deny it for whatever reason, bro. Everybody's just gonna be on it. And then, like you say, you start getting the motherfucking Neuralink aspect into it, and motherfuckers becoming motherfucking cyborgs and superheroes and all this different shit, bro. That's a whole nother thing, man. I'm telling you.
yeah. Hey, about that Wally thing, I had seen this Disney like kind of like horror theory thing. It was saying that the food that they was eating was the people who had died in Wally.
Oh yeah. Talking about, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, the Wally theory. They was like just repurposing or recycling the people, and that's what, yeah, what they was
Yeah,
making on the
I
trays
was
and shit.
like, damn, those folks already they was 100% in the system. Like at that point, you're not even a human anymore. You just relegated to what you do on schedule every day.
Yeah, hey, your Neuralink already here, Arcade Wolf, brother. Yeah, Dario. Yeah, remember we covered that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Neuralink already has been implemented. into his first person patient or test subject. I don't know how they classify it. I'm not, trying to be whatever, but yeah, Neuralink is here. It's not on the way, brother. It's here. It's here. Yeah, hey, telling you, man, fat, run, jump faster, higher, all that good shit. $6 million man for real, man. Niggas gonna be fucking $6 million man in real life, goddamn. Telling you, as soon as a
Yeah.
motherfucker, you tell a motherfucker, hey man, because look, and it's crazy. You think about it, right? And I just thought about this. Niggas already getting the damn knee extensions, man. These short motherfuckers out here stretching their bones out. So what's better than that? Just go ahead and pay the fee to get your goddamn legs replaced by motherfucking, by cybernetics and shit. And what's better than that? Yeah, you can be as tall as you want to. Go gadget legs, bitch. Goddamn,
Yeah, they go. Them bitches gonna start be able to extend. Yeah.
the bitches adjust to whatever height you want it to be. So yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, it's just when you, like I said, we start looking at it, bro. It's funny, it's scary, entertaining. It's a lot of everything at the same time. But you know what I'm saying? But you got to be able to see it. You know what I'm saying? And once you see it, bro, you can't unsee it. So yeah, let me play this real quick with the whole Ice Spice thing. So this was Ice Spice again, somehow gets to be hand in hand and the best friend with motherfucking Taylor Swift. Okay. Taylor Swift, one of the highest selling musical artists of all genres, already a billionaire. I think what Taylor Swift definitely still in her 20s. She's not even close to 30, I don't think, or whatever. Right.
For real?
Lo and behold, yeah, let me see, make sure. I'm pretty sure I don't think she's 30 because Travis Kelce not 30 yet, right? Let's see.
I never knew how old she was. She looked a little older though to me, but maybe that's just how
Oh no, well
She,
damn, shit, my bad. I'm way off. She's 34. Shit, I didn't know she
oh
was that
damn,
young.
yeah, yeah, that sounds
34.
about right.
Damn, Taylor Swift, an 80s baby. Get the fuck out of here. Damn, I didn't know that. So yeah, Taylor Swift was born in 89. Goddamn. So what she is. So 34. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. How is Travis Kelce? Travis Kelce is 34 too. Okay. Cool. So 34.
Damn, Travis
A
Kelce.
billionaire nonetheless. Yeah, like goddamn. Yeah. I didn't know that shit.
That's what
Goddamn.
I'm saying. What the fuck? Tight ends can make it, but
But here goes Ice Spice, man. Let's play the joint. Right, there you go with the devil horns. You see the two devil hands or whatever, right? And then this is the real disturbing part, right?
yeah, like
Now,
what the hell she doing?
now
She
not
she
only
crying out.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So she's not only grabbing the chain, as in like she's choking or choking herself or whatever, but look at her. Like you got it. The video's fuzzy, but she's making like a crying face and like she's whining and crying, bro. This shit right here, bro.
Yeah,
And a
she do
lot
look
of
kind
people
of
talking
like
about this
sad.
shit. Yeah, bro. This shit right here, bro. Super fucking imaging, dog. Okay, and this can be esoteric, occultic, MK Ultra, a whole bunch of different shit that gets motherfucking encompassed into it, because a lot of the MK Ultra shit also has to do with the occultic shit and what's the
Yeah,
name, because the mean of the control. So especially these women, which would be I think beta programming for the women, right? For they be these super duper sex objects and they be these seductresses to what niggas just cannot resist. Trust me, bro. Nigga, everybody going. Ain't nobody turning on Ice Spice, nigga. Ain't nobody turning Ice Spice down, nigga. Debbie, you turn down Ice Spice, bro. You turning her
oh
down, bro.
no, no, and I don't even really care for light skinned chicks, but yeah, she can get.
Listen, and again, just think about it, right? One of the most provocative motherfucking, you got to call it a dance move, man. Again, her signature dance move is the bent over pussy rub, brother. Okay, the bent over pussy rub took everybody by storm. Goddamn. All right, that's her go-to move, nigga. Better than the Stone Cold Stunner. Better than the
Yeah, I
Rock
follow her
Bottom.
on Facebook.
Yeah, better
I
than the
I be seeing all the
Sharpshooter.
pictures.
Yeah, nigga, that bent over pussy rub, nigga, undefeated. So again, this woman that's the ultimate motherfucking sex object, right? Bro, if she's
Mm-hmm.
programmed or whatever, and they need something done with one of these guys to be, she be a handler, right? And that too. Handling is not just always a psychological hold to where like this person just has complete and total dominating control, but it can also be motherfucking where hey, this person is just so motherfucking sexually skilled and whatever that they have this power over this dude because like he don't want to lose the pussy. Put that pussy on him and the nigga's literally hypnotized and mesmerized by the pussy. So now she's his handler. You feel what I'm saying? And they're able to motherfucking get him to do whatever they want him to do through her. Let's finish this up real quick. They're just running it back again. Yeah, man, it's just weird, bro. It's weird shit,
Yeah.
crazy, right?
Yeah, that shit got me wondering now, like, damn.
Yeah,
Because, I
man.
be trying to write off the religious piece a little bit, but, I know it's something there, but, I'm not a Bible thumper, but I am spiritual, so I can't completely write it off. But I know I shouldn't completely look at it from a biblical strictly lens because, I grew up in the Christian church, but when I became a teenager, that's when I had my little atheist stint. And then I end up coming back around to like, it's something to the supernatural, like it's something there. But, uh, yeah.
Look at these capping ass niggas, man. Geechee Dan, shout out, and a good nigga. You from Georgia? Stop. You from Georgia?
Shit,
Oh,
the Geechee might have wandered up this way because they be down here in like Florida area,
I think
Louisiana, I
Geechee
think.
Dan. Yeah, Geechee Dan originally from Louisiana, I think. But
Yeah.
this nigga
Shit,
right
a
here
lot of
from
them niggas came here after Katrina.
yeah, nigga,
But
you
them niggas
going?
came down here, fucked up the crime rate, man.
Yeah,
That shit
yeah.
crazy
Man.
as fuck.
Allegedly.
Yeah, alleged.
Yeah, allegedly. Yeah, man. But let's get into the let's see where we at. Let's do this one. We'll do a quick little bits and pieces. We'll skip around this MK Ultra.
Oh yeah, it was something else I wanted to ask. Dang, man, this topic really could spin a lot of different ways now that I think about it.
Oh yeah, plenty, bro. MK
Cause that,
Ultra is
but your ass smart as hell. I know you know about that Yuri dude, the ex KGB.
Yuri Bezmenov. Yeah, Yuri Bezmenov.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. I feel like you might have did a show on that, but I think we got to touch on that subversion shit just so the world can, or at least the audience can see what he was saying. Because bro, it's literally what the fuck is happening. I don't know how old that video is, but it looked old as fuck.
It was 80s. I forget what it was. It was 80 something. I'll find the actual year on it, but let's go.
Yeah, see, I was still goddamn in the sack.
This is the story of a 30-year search by U.S. intelligence agencies to perfect mind control.
All right, now what they gonna tell you about this shit, man? Also, another big thing with this chat needs our participation. What got introduced? The MK Ultra program was almost not completely, totally, but majorly important in the introduction of a certain drug into the to the public. Does anyone in the chat know what drug that was? Chat participation, goddamn. Come on now. Y'all been looking at these Tinfoil Tuesdays forever. Y'all gotta know the answer to this.
I know salty balls though.
No, not crack, bro. Crack.
Oh, somebody got
LCD is a music group and a Crown Victoria, brother. No. LSD, brother. LSD, not LSG. Thank you. Yep, yes, indeed. Thank you. There we go. So yeah, acid, aka LSD, right? So they started not only administering it during these tests, man, and they was dosing these people up with this shit involuntarily to see what effects it had on them and the ability to be able to control them, mentally, physically, and all these different things, right? This is when they started purposely giving, just like crack. Shout out to my man, D Champ. The crack epidemic, or the crack introduction, cocaine rather, I guess, was oh yeah. Well, Isaac Westphal and Jay Dyer, man. If y'all not sub to Jay Dyer, man, sub to Jay Dyer. Jay Dyer is probably one of the best people to cover this stuff. Well, I'm not saying one of the best person on YouTube that covers this stuff in depth. Like I said, Jay Dyer, Isaac Westphal, he just, for whatever reason, he just started, like, I guess, like reposting. He wasn't posting shit for years on years, for a big gap. But if you want consistent stuff, man, and you want to learn everything, he has lectures, he has everything, bro, a whole catalog. Jay Dyer, man, JAYDYER, Jay Dyer, can't miss him, bro. Like I said, that's probably the best guy on YouTube to get this stuff from. Yeah, so here we go.
Some of those engaged in that search have agreed to talk about it for the first time.
And just so you know, this is some of the shit like they would do, like, so sleep deprivation and sensory stuff that fuck with your senses, like fucking flashing lights and all that crazy shit. When they start putting that shit in the movies and stuff, bro, that wasn't just entertainment. And that's what we tell you, revelation of the method, right? So you're talking about revelation of the method, it's pretty much them letting you know stuff that's going on, and they're making you aware of it, but they're just not telling you, directly. They're not coming out and telling you, hey man, we doing this shit in real life, but we put it in this movie to make you think this fucking entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, and on that, back when I was looking into the occulty stuff, they were saying that they had to do that, but it was just weird to me because I was like, if you're trying to get over everybody, why don't you just do what you do? But they were saying that it's law for them to have to at
Yeah, they
least,
have to tell you.
yeah, they have to tell you. I was like, damn, that
Yeah,
shit's kind of strange, but shit, I
revelation of
don't
the
know. It's
messages.
beyond me.
They have to tell you, and it's pretty much like most of the stuff that we do. Is acceptance. You know what I'm saying? Just like like people don't understand the
Oh,
whole
I guess
shutdown.
that's kind of like signing off on the contract.
Yeah.
Okay,
The whole shutdown shit, man, was pretty much like a pressure test for society worldwide. It was the first of our lifetime, the first worldwide pressure test. And another one would be some shit where it's just so monumental, right? That it had and the global impact of it. Like another one, the last one I can think of a note would be like the dropping of the atomic bomb, right? So when the atomic bomb got dropped, that literally changed the way wars were fought for the rest of the world. And then too, what they tell you is you come to learn out in I want to say is it Death Valley? I think it's Death Valley or whatever when they was doing the
the testing.
experimentations. Yeah, experimentations and dropping the bombs and shit out there. They have a high, very, very high spiritual
Radiation.
occultic
Oh,
fucking shit. Not just radiation. It's very, very high for spiritual things or whatever, because whenever those atomic bombs go off, it's said to where you're opening up portals to inner dimensions. And a lot of times
yeah,
now they talking about aliens. Aliens are another word for spirits, demons, and things like that. Not necessarily extraterrestrial, as in like being from another planet, but being from another dimension. Then we
yeah,
start talking about CERN and shit like that, to where what I'm saying, you get into you feel what I'm saying? So like, bro, this
yeah,
shit is super duper deep if you start having the conversations about it and you
yeah.
see how
It's definitely a rabbit hole.
everything. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, for real. Yeah, for sure. Let's get back to this.
Said, I think every last one of us felt sorry to attempt this kind of thing. We knew we were crossing the line. The search would be endless. From brothels, an agent says, we learned a lot about human nature in the bedroom, to the mystical rites of a magical mushroom ceremony performed by an Indian shaman, to a Spanish bull ring. The bull has had electrodes implanted in the brain and is controlled by a scientist. There would be victims.
They,
Brother.
brother, they had to show the nigga to be the one to break down in tears, man. But for
Hey,
real, man,
right?
that's really how it was, dog. For real, like you said, they were doing animal experiments, human experiments, electroshock therapy, like I said, sensory deprivation, drug, LSD stuff, and a whole bunch of different shit, man. Like I said, sexual abuse stuff, and all this is documented, man. None of this is speculated or whatever. You can go and you look at the information that's out here and look it up and see. But bro, all these methods and stuff were used pretty much to be able to get what it took to understood to be able to control a person, and make
Hey,
them what you wanted them to be. Pretty much turn a person into a puppet. Go ahead.
yes. So, when I had looked up on multiple personality disorder, so the CIA was literally like caught like inducing that shit on people. Like they would put them in solitary confinement, but they will
Yep.
also have to do like torture techniques with it because solitary confinement is torture in itself. Like that shit is
Yep.
insane, goddamn. But they will keep them in like dark rooms, all kind of crazy shit to make sure that they would split into another personality and they would
Yep.
program the other personality. Boy, that shit
Exactly.
was crazy.
Yeah, man, and that's another thing too, Devin. Like I said, people think a lot of this shit, man. People, and that's why I say a lot of times we had these conversations, and I just laugh or whatever, right? Because what I'm saying, I'm not saying I'm just above everybody or whatever, but I have the understanding of the human brain, bro, has limitations for the most part, and very very few people know the lengths or have the natural gift and ability to go beyond what what I'm saying you can just naturally take as a person. Your body, a lot people talk about PTSD a lot, right? And what people don't understand is PTSD and multiple personality disorder. What they'll come to tell you is a lot of the times your if something so traumatic happens, your body will protect itself by literally like partitioning off or putting this off in a thing to where it can compartmentalize it to the point, even if it has to create, like I say, a whole nother persona, right? Because it was so traumatic as to where you couldn't handle it at the time. So your mind was like, okay, shit, oh, we got to motherfucking put this motherfucker in a cage or box it up or whatever and sit it over here. And but you're forever stuck as that person, you know what I'm saying, at that point in time. And it's like a part of you that's gonna always be there. And if pushed to a certain thing, or if purposely activated to access it through like, you know, keywords or drug, what's the name or whatever what the trigger may be, you can bring that other person out, like you said, because it's been partitioned off. So yeah,
And
that's the biggest part too. Go ahead.
hypnotherapy has brought a lot of those out of people too. A lot of times I had came across that when I was interested in my UFO stuff. So they were putting out a lot of relatively credible UFO encounters out of people who went to hypnotherapy. But yes, they do. Regular people usually have like childhood traumas that were so traumatic that the brain automatically compartmentalize it in a
Yep.
portion of the brain and just hide it there. And if something happened to bring that trauma back out, you're probably going to act like that child in that moment
Yeah.
that trauma happened. It's creepy stuff, but the brain is incredible.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, the like I think I'm trying to remember how it was said, but pretty much they said like the greatest invention or whatever known to man is the human brain. When you go into the brain and you just understand the complexities of it and the very very little ability we have to using it, and if you were
Yeah.
just to increase that by 5%, then just like everybody would be, we don't even know the you know what I'm saying, by if you increase brain capacity used by 5%, just how just crazier it would be for people and human beings, just you know what I'm saying, for capabilities of living and thinking and operating is just crazy. But
Yeah.
shout out to my man Crime Benzino. Y'all crazy with these troll accounts, man, for two. Ice Spice ruining hip hop like Eminem, I guess. Shout out to Salty
Firestar.
Balls again, man, for the 5. Appreciate you, brother.
Oh,
Shout out
I
to Salty
seen
Balls.
They Live. I seen They Live, but Firestarter. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, shout out to Salty Balls to the 5. Y'all should see the movie Firestarter and They Live from 1980s. I'm just leave it there. Y'all get what y'all get out of those two movies. Yeah, They Live. We talked about that one a couple weeks ago. Salty Balls. I'm pretty sure I used that one for y'all. I forget it was on. It's in the thumbnail. You can't miss it. You'll see it when I was
I
talking
think
about that
so.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
But Firestarter, that's interesting, right? Firestarter had what's her name? What's her name, y'all? Drew Barrymore in it. Firestarter had Drew Barrymore in it, right? And she's another one of these people where we talk about MK Ultra assets, and you know, a lot of them are Hollywood actors, you know, music entertainers, performers or actors and stuff like that. People of prominence that people are gonna you know, look up to, and people are going to cheer for, and you know, pay money to see and all this. But Drew Barrymore was in that movie Firestarter, and it was all about a pyrokinesis, right? Fire control, where she just had this motherfucking ability. And then now, chat participation again. What is that now, y'all? What is the major hit series that was on Netflix? I think is what now, like in its 4th, 5th season. You know what I mean? Now that is also has a lot of ties to that programming. Is it harkens back to a little bit of MK Ultra, and then Project Mockingbird, and pretty much like portals and demons, and you know, different dimensions and powers. Yeah, man, telling you. Yep. See, you know, Stranger Things. There you go. MJ know what's
Oh,
going on,
yeah.
man.
Okay, okay.
Stranger Things, bro. Yeah, no joke, bro. Very very excellent series, man. Definitely watch it. It's a lot of stuff in there that they attribute stuff to and they hint at or whatever. But again, dog, like you said, you start, bro. There are people out here. And I remember what Minority Report, the precogs, you know, people that have and this has been documented, man, to where they have people that can quote unquote, you know, sense the future. You got people that are clairvoyant or whatever. You got people that are semi fucking um uh telepathic, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, people have gifts, right? And what people don't understand is, bro, if you have the United States government behind you as a damn, you know, the budget and the know-how and the whatever to see, hey man, yeah, this kid right here is somehow, you know, finding out how to do this, and this. You guys go look at it. They pick that little motherfucker up, and then come to find out this motherfucker real life superhero out this motherfucker, you know. And I be telling people, man, you know, back in the day, we know this stuff happens because I don't know about you, Devin. But my grandma and you know my great grandma and stuff would tell us about people who had, you know, they would call them gifts. And not on no devil worshiping type shit, not work, but whatever. But people that were able to, do this, and people that were able to fucking know the perfect thing to help people get healed and stuff like this, bro. A lot of this stuff has been around for like a long, long time. So you start understanding that shit, man. You understand that there is a much deeper than surface level existence that we have, and that there are people out here that are gifted, just like some niggas are super strong, some niggas are super fast, super smart and different things. There's stuff too that are, seem intangible, but people have those gifts and capabilities. So it's
Hey,
crazy when you think about it.
you from Macon? Do you know the psychic Miranda?
Uh-uh.
Okay, okay. So after my mom died, I was still a skeptic at the time, but she was in Macon, Georgia, and crazy enough, I didn't even have to go to her physically, which I was willing to, but after that session, man, it was confirmed because I was one of those. I was very interested in the supernatural. I knew it was possible, but I just couldn't confirm it because I'm a still heavy science guy. But I had a lot of experience seeing and heard a lot of like credible accounts to where I know it's a lot more interdimensional shit going on at the same
Oh yeah.
time. Gotta be.
Well, the thing about it is, like I said, the Bible tells you about this. The Bible tells you about necromancers and diviners and stuff like that. So there are people that have the ability to talk to spirits. People that are quote unquote mediums and stuff. And then if you talk about that, that goes to poltergeist, right? Remember that? Well, that's before
Yeah.
your time. But you've seen poltergeist,
I
right?
never watched it fully through, but I know the like
So if
the
you watch
gist.
it, right, well, you come to find out. So what they did was they fucked up and they actually filmed that film on a real like Indian burial site. For real, for real. Like the stuff they filmed, and then I think the majority of that cast died, man. Most of those people that
Damn.
did that movie, they was cursed, bro. So you gotta be real careful. But that movie right there, from a esoteric spiritual ghost spirit demon type shit, that was another big one, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just telling you, bro. Yeah, shout out to Geechee Dan, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Yeah. Don't go into the light, Caroline. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Telling you. Yep. Hey,
Damn.
that CERN, bro. And you know what's crazy? Shout out to Jaquan. You know what's crazy? People stop talking about CERN.
I know, right?
Yeah. I say 2 years ago. Well, no, not two. It was a little bit after. I say somewhere around 2020, whatever. CERN was always in the news, man. Everybody's talking about it because they got the I think what is it? I know it's the Indian goddess, is it Kali? I think it's Kali. It's a statue of
Oh, Krishna, I think.
or Krishna. Yeah, one or two. Kali,
Yeah,
I forget. But
she
yeah,
like
it's
the
definitely
god of
Indian.
god of destruction or some shit. I
Yeah,
was like, man, these folk playing with her.
yeah, man, exactly. They got him out. They got it outside the thing. If you start looking into this shit, man, the God particle and all this different shit or whatever, you're trying to create this shit on Earth, bro. Playing with shit that, like, what do you even need this for? You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
what do you need it for? It's crazy.
Well, they say they was trying to recreate the Big Bang to
Cheaper.
like a mini Big Bang to they were trying to figure out something scientific. Yeah, I think they were just trying to, I guess,
Well, I
further
think it had
prove.
something to do with energy production or whatever like that. They're trying to find a
Yeah.
new source of energy production. But yeah, man, that shit the hydrogen collider. Yep. But let's go. Here we go.
Man would be an active participant in that search over the next 2 decades. His name is George White, an OSS captain who had formerly been with the Bureau of Narcotics. In his diary, seen here publicly for the first time, White left a legacy of the darker side of American intelligence work. He received his early OSS training at the British-run school at Oshawa, Canada, the same school where Ian Fleming, the creator of James Bond, was trained.
All right. So y'all hear that, right? Again, all of these people that you get talked about, a lot of these fictional characters that you think are fictional. No, bro, this shit is based on real life people that they just give pseudonyms to, right? Just like moving it up, right? Jason Bourne. Jason Bourne was pretty much based off of them trying to the MK Ultra program and their pursuit of making the perfect assassin. James Bond, not quote unquote an
Sure.
assassin, but the world's best fucking private eye espionage, right? The best spy, correct? Jason Bourne, world's best motherfucking spy / assassin. And what was this thing? Jason Bourne's whole story, like you said, man, you had him fractured off. You train him as a child, and he's controlled by this fucking thing. You tell him motherfucking sick him, and that's it, right? So yeah,
Oh
man,
word.
yeah, the code words and trigger words and
Mm-hmm.
that shit like that, bro. Once it's there, it's there. But yeah, man, just take heed to that. The whole James Bond reference.
White referred to the school in his diaries as the Oshawa School of Mayhem and Murder.
Fellow.
Mike Burke,
And
former OSS colleague of
wonderfully
White's and now president of
personality.
Madison Square Garden Center.
Very compelling fella.
That too. So another big important thing, man, you come to find, especially like Council of Foreign Relations, the WHO, World Health Organization, what's the other one? Anybody that's in deal with any of these worldwide organizations, bro, bought and paid for, in the know, elite of elite, motherfucking control, bro. Klaus Schwab, this dude come out here with the goddamn master shredder, black robe on and shit. You know what I'm saying? Telling people that, you know, you will own nothing and be happy. People thought that shit was a joke, bro. That whole you know, the name of his what's the name, right? His novel, bro. Make sure you guys picked it up and read it. I read that shit while I was on the boat. And it literally mapped out to you and it's telling you what the plans are. If everything goes the way they want it to go, and eventually pretty much is going to be that. And the sad part about this shit, man, is you're only delaying the inevitable type shit, right? Because the spiritual aspect of it is, if you understand and you believe in the Bible, right, and what the Bible tells you, you know that eventually you're going to end up in a point as to where it's going to be super duper hard for you, like to the point where you might have to give it all up. You feel what I'm saying? You're not gonna be, if you don't take that motherfucking mark, goddamn, you ain't gonna be able to eat, you ain't gonna be able to buy shit, or at least let me say that. I don't think it means completely totally it won't be easy, it's gonna be difficult, but then we'll get to the point where if you don't do it, hey, they go get you up out of here. So eventually, man, like you said, a lot of this stuff, bro, there is no turning back the motherfucking wheel, bro. There is no putting the toothpaste back in the tube. And when people say, well, you know, these women need to be this, women need to, bro, the women are victims too. The women are just going along with the programming that's purposely being here. This feminism shit, bro, and this feminism and you know all the LGBT stuff, bro. This stuff, that shit's not by coincidence, bro. That shit is worldwide propaganda, dog. All right.
I'll say that's phase one, goddamn. If you ask
Yeah.
me, like that
Yeah.
ground zero for where the plan was like, okay, this how we gonna hit them with the first nuke, and then we got to go kill the survivors with the residual effects, and we got to keep implementing the ideology. We got to keep throwing these. We got social media was a man. It's ingenious when you walk it backwards. You be like, damn, they
Yeah,
had
man.
us long time ago. They had us
Yeah, it is.
long
Yeah, yeah,
time
like you
ago.
said, yeah, like now, like bro, I can remember this. I'm pretty sure you can too a little bit, but bro, I can remember like when cell phones weren't no thing, man. Cell phones didn't even exist when I was a kid, right? And then when it
At
started,
all.
when I started existing, it was just like, okay, people would use them, but limited minutes, and it's just a motherfucking green screen, fucking Nokia, fucking service was terrible, so people weren't dependent on it. Everybody still had a house phone, and most of the stuff still went through the house phone, went through the business phone. Now,
Mhm.
bro, I haven't seen a house phone in years, unless I'm going
At
to like,
all.
you know what I'm saying? Unless I'm going to like, people my mama age or older people, bro, you ain't gonna see no fucking house phone in nobody's house, man. Everybody's cell phone is everything, right? Your whole life is in your cell phone. You know what I'm saying? Your bank information, your passwords, the most shit, and you know what I'm saying? All the stuff, whatever. Your whole life is in that motherfucking cell phone, man. Ain't no more picture books no more. Your fucking cell phone is your picture book, right? Or your
Yep.
Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitter, your this, all this other shit. Like journal, ain't no more journals no more, bro. Everything is digital. So, like you said, we don't even understand it's like the perfect trap because nobody believes they trap because like you're able to
Yep.
do what you want to do, right? And that's the
Yep.
perfect prison. The perfect prison is the one where people don't even know they locked up. Shout out to my man again in the building, man. Appreciate the salty balls again for another 20 ball, brother. I greatly appreciate you. Tentacles of the great empire carved out in the Pentagon and Pentacles. We can't pretend to ignore gargoyles to guard the giant Gentiles. Our Babylon seated at the nation's central. This is why I cleanse, drink water, and eat lentils. Bars. Yeah, man. Listen, a lot of these, statues, man. A lot of these images and things too, bro. Obelisk, like I said, every obelisk, bro, that has some type of motherfucking esoteric or cultic symbolism to it. When you look at we start getting to some whole other shit. You start talking about how, like if you look at the Washington DC monument and then you go to the Lincoln Memorial, it's pretty much like everything is perfectly symmetrically motherfucking
Yeah,
measured.
it's a pentagon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
When you look at it from the sky, that shit
yeah,
fire.
yeah, man. Like stuff like that, to where like
Or a
if you don't,
pentagram or some shit.
yeah, if you
Whatever
don't
the
do
fuck
the
they call it.
research, if you don't do the research before, you don't know nothing about it. It's insignificant. But if you understand it and you see how, like you said, just how much that like only the people that would know enough to look for it would see it and then understand the significance of it once they found it. Most people just walk around not give a damn, man. So like you said, you start getting into that shit, bro. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Mysterious fellow, almost mystical fellow. He was fascinating because you knew something about him, but not enough about him to really get a fix on him. He also knew a great deal about the swifter elements of society, the gamier side of life, and he was very impressive in his technical knowledge of the underworld, so to speak.
He said one of our men gets beat up. He says you have to act real fast and teach these guys a lesson.
Charles Siragusa, a former narcotics officer and friend of White's.
He'll come around, he says, and break your kneecaps. And with that, one guy laughed, and George would always have little Billy with him. And this one guy saw us naked. George White turned around and whapped him across the neck with it. Then he picked up a pool stick and started beating everybody up.
He made his point.
And he made his point.
George White was not a man of understatement or subtleties. His boss at OSS, Stanley Lovell, referred to him as deadly and dedicated.
Yeah, man, little fat motherfuckers like that too. Him, this dude, Jimmy Hoffa, all that shit or whatever, bro. These motherfuckers are pit bulls, nigga. Listen, these little angry, y'all think white men are bad. That's why I be laughing at niggas, man. The white man, nigga. The white man of today ain't got shit on the white man of fucking yesterday, nigga. The white man of yesterday, nigga, didn't give no fucks. Okay, white man of yesterday with the shits, nigga. All right, for real, bro.
From what you'd expect from a human being, never mind a doctor, never mind a professional specialist who's supposed to care about people's minds. It's unbelievable.
A suit filed by Elizabeth Barrett against the Army Chemical Corps is now pending in federal court. Other Army experiments continued on mental patients around the country. Work done at the Tulane Medical Center in New Orleans involved several drugs, hallucinogenics, and electrodes implanted in the brain.
Now, this is another thing too. Certain places hold very there were hubs for it, right? So anything to do with military, man, major military hospitals. One of the big ones in Navy, the biggest one in the Navy is Bethesda. I'm trying to remember who it was, but what happened in that one, the most significant thing in the Bethesda hospital was the general that pretty much knew everything concerning World War II, concerning the whole Japan thing or whatnot, what have you. And he started talking. He allegedly jumped out of his window and self-deleted. Yep, see, there we go.
Oh,
No, not the
Wormwood.
doctor. No, it wasn't the doc. It was the what's the name?
It's on Netflix. Wormwood. It's called
Yeah.
Wormwood on Netflix. Ain't it?
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know. But this one I
They
saw.
had
I think there was one with the doctor too. But yeah. But one of fucking Bethesda, he ended up deleting himself by jumping out the window, and it had to do because he knew a lot about some war shit, right? That was getting out. So yeah, man. Yeah, Bethesda, Maryland. Then you got out in San Diego, a lot of fucking, like I said right here, Tulane, a lot of these colleges too, man. What talk about Yuri Brezhnev, right? So Yuri Brezhnev, one of his biggest warnings was letting you know that, man, these colleges are just fronts and they're cesspools for communist and Marxist indoctrination, right? Years on years on years. That's what these, and what did the government tell you to do? Go to college, go to college, right? They start pushing the motherfucking college thing, and I want to say what, the 80s, yeah, definitely in the 80s or so, get everybody to do the college thing. And that's why they started taking out vocational things and shop class and carpentry class and all these different things to where you could do trade school stuff and learn in schools. So you will be forced to either go to college or pay for it yourself, right? And because they had the big college push, then they got the businesses to pretty much seal the deal by making the businesses make it mandatory for you to be hired. So you started out to where, okay, nobody really has degrees like that. Nobody's really focused on college like that. You know, you had your doctors, your lawyers. For the most part, most of the degrees were useful back then because everybody didn't have a degree. But once you start having this push to be like, hey man, you got to have a degree to get this job, and lo and behold, it's just motherfucking being, you know, the motherfucking um the secretary of the CEO, you know what I'm saying? You got to have an administration degree or some bullshit. It's like, do you really need a motherfucking degree to fucking be a high paid secretary? You feel what I'm saying? It didn't couple that with that's the only loan you can never have fucking forgiven is student loans. Now you have permanent motherfucking debt slaves, right?
Yep.
Yeah, man. Like you said, bro, this shit is so deep, man, and the way that everything links up and, you know, connects, bro. When you think about this shit, bro, diabolical. But you know, fucking, hey, it's the perfect fucking plan because, you know, you tell people this shit. Oh, nigga, you just making this shit up, nigga. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, all right, bro. That's why I don't even talk to niggas about this shit no more.
Mm.
Let's see.
The chief researcher was Dr. Russell Monroe, now head of the psychiatry department at the University of Maryland.
You like a
These
midget.
are various progress reports written by Dr. Monroe and recently obtained by ABC News. From one of the progress reports, a report of a woman who had electrodes implanted in the brain and was then given LSD and other drugs.
It hurt me. Shit. Oh, nigga, I'm about to get. I don't even got epilepsy. And I'm about to get it. Goddamn, shit. Yeah, you turn that shit off. Shout out to Saucy Balls again, brother. Shout out to Saucy Balls for the 10, man. Miss Fantastic has been taking the task to talk about one of the things that us as black men has been afraid to speak on. Y'all most definitely support this man with whatever means necessary. He has a real. Hey, I greatly appreciate you, brother. Hey, man, hey, I know I said no more Tinfoil Tuesdays, but fuck it, man. We here. We're gonna do it, goddamn. Shit, what happened?
Looking for in all of this testing.
They were looking for an incapacitating agent, an agent that would not harm the person permanently, but would incapacitate them temporarily.
So pretty much, like you said, Devin, going back to the hypnosis part of it, right? It made him more susceptible to hypnosis. It made it more susceptible to the subconscious levels, right? So you have your conscious brain, you have your subconscious brain, and like you said, bro, LSD was a fucking was something made by the fucking government, right? Pretty much hallucinogenic natural stuff that they synthesize, right? They make synthetic in order to, like you said, pretty much tap into more of that thing and make people more susceptible to
Suggestion,
hypnosis.
honestly.
Yeah, hypnosis, suggestion,
But
all
look,
those things. Go ahead, you got it. Go ahead.
dude who jumped out the window, shit, damn, I just had it. Fuck. Damn, I had it. I forgot it. Goddamn. Damn, it was something we were just talking about. Fuck. Never mind. You got it.
Hold on, let me see.
Damn, we're talking about that shit.
There we go.
Oh yeah, they called it the
Forrestal.
truth serum.
That's what it was. It was Forrestal. Forrestal. Yep. Former Secretary of Defense died 1949 Bethesda Naval Hospital in Maryland, bro. Yep. He jumped from the 16th story floor, and I'm telling you, that's what it was. It was Forrestal. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was saying they called it well, I don't know if they called it this, but they were hoping it would be like some type of truth serum.
Oh yeah.
With the LSD shit.
Yeah.
But
So
it ended up making people do a lot of other stuff like pyramids. But they wanted to make a truth serum, but I don't think that was necessarily possible. I mean, I'm pretty sure they got some successes out of it, but I don't think it was.
The truth serums do exist. So I forget what they call it. They actually tell you the name of it in what's name. So there's real such thing as a truth serum, but it's and probably pretty much they learned it probably from that, but it's separate from LSD.
Yeah.
But truth serums are a real thing. So
damn.
Yeah. So the hypnosis part, right? I'm glad that's why you brought it up, bro. I seen hypnosis happen real time, and what's so funny is they did the shit on base, and they did it during one of our safety stand downs. So in the Navy, whatever, more so back now than earlier than now, right? they used to have these things where before Christmas break, summer break, you would have these things where they came in and they told you, hey, don't drink and drive, don't burn your house down with the damn frying no turkey and Christmas lights and water your Christmas tree in the summertime. Hey, don't drown, don't motherfucking drink and try to swim and drown yourself. Don't blow your motherfucking fingers off with no motherfucking M80s and fireworks, all that type shit, right? But every now and again they would have like, some type of speaker or whatever come through, or some person to come through entertaining, and they brought a what you call it? A hypnosis person? I don't know. A fucking hypnotist. That's what it is. My dumb ass.
Yeah.
They brought a hypnotist in, bro. And I never forget this white girl. She was like a monkey because she had like all that peach fuzz. You know how they be blonde and the bitch be hairy as hell, but you really can't tell until you get real close up on her. She got that fucking hair. And it was like this other white dude was joking him, and the dude I worked with him, bro, and real deal, but he got hypnotized. He didn't remember shit. Not no act. He didn't know this nigga. It wasn't like he picked him out of the crowd because he's a part of the act. No, this dude was completely, totally regular, smegular, everyday motherfucker, bro. Took his ass on stage, hypnotized his ass. Him and Monkey Girl up there, motherfucking dancing around each other. Don't even remember shit. Snap your fingers, clap to this, say that, whatever. And bro, that hypnosis shit, bro, like you said, for real, bro. Crazy.
Yeah, that's some real stuff. I think psychology books came out of that time period from these experiments. Now that I think about it,
Oh yeah,
like the whole college course of psychology, like a lot of and hypnosis, all that shit came from these MK Ultra. Bro, MK Ultra was, that shit is crazy.
Like you said, man, and like it went on for 20 years, right? Went on for 20 years, and they tried to pretty much get rid of all the evidence, bro. They was going to destroy the, you know what I'm saying? They tried to destroy the papers, but what Freedom of Information Act luckily got passed, and they was able to get the stuff out so people could
Yeah, it still got hella redacted shit in it, but I mean, it's kind of a lot of stuff you can kind of piece together though.
No, Biker Adam, no sir, I did not let him hypnotize me. But actually, they said some people can't be hypnotized. So I would like to think, I don't think I could be hypnotized.
I think they say you got to consent to it. Like you have to be open to suggestion for it to work. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's me, man. I don't think I fit that thing. And that too, and I gotta say that too. That was happening.
They can talk to you for a while and get you to do it without you like noticing it though. That's a scary thing. So
he was kicking motherfuckers off the stage. He's like, yeah, you don't work. I can't get it on you. So
okay.
Thing too. He's kicking motherfuckers off stage. He's like, yeah, they're not successful. They was like, they just looking like, huh? Like, what are you talking about, dumbass motherfucker?
Yeah, I know exactly what they're saying. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. I didn't know you can naturally fight it all the time. So.
Despite this severe questioning, Army intelligence was getting nowhere with Thornwell, and it was decided to slip him LSD. For 16 years, Thornwell never knew what had hit him.
Tell me about that.
God damn, boy, them hairlines in the 60s, boy. God damn, boy. Woo! brother.
He look happy now.
Hey man,
they probably cut him a check or something, or he probably the LSDs got him happy in here.
Yeah, that nigga. Hey, they definitely need the motherfucking sue for what they did to his hair, man. They did to his motherfucking scalp.
Whoa! Now you got too much dip on your chip.
I'd rather not. It's a bad trip. It's a bad trip. That was a bad trip.
The pain was so excruciating. Felt like somebody was sticking me with a million pins. Just everywhere. Oh, it just...
And it's crazy, bro. Like you said, because that shit, that man is recalling this shit, and like you said, just he breaking down because I'm telling you, like you said, people don't understand, bro. A lot of people torture niggas that, bro.
Hey, and I'm gonna bring something up too. Just because I can tell the vibes. Back in those days, people who was LGBTQ, the government would snatch them up for these experiments. They were prime targets.
Oh yeah,
prime targets. He seemed like he was an LGBT, and goddamn, they probably just snatched him up. A lot of people probably didn't care because of lifestyle back in tradition times were still kind of
they had there was a DSM 3 was still going on then, so it was still considered a mental illness, and anything that had to deal with any type of doing the bending activities, they just figured you was motherfucking you was all for it, man. He's like, hey man, You like goddamn. So you know.
Are you gay?
How you gonna ask me a question like that?
How do you marry a woman and then turn around and let a man bend you over?
Ain't nobody bending me over.
Oh, so you doing the bending?
Yeah, that nigga was definitely doing the bending, man. With the LSD.
Man, I feel bad for him a little.
What's up, man? I walked around. What's up?
And that nigga in pain for real. Look at them veins. God damn,
I
boy.
know I saw that shit too when he was first doing. I was like, God. But he went right back to that moment, bro. He probably just had one of the moments we were talking about where he
Hey,
just
man.
felt it.
Yeah, telling you, yeah, man. Like you say, you motherfucking hey, like you said, man, you repress that shit, naturally repress it. But somebody bring it up to you, like you said, you recollect that moment, bro, and they can literally fracture into a whole nother person. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of these times, like I said, they train these people to the shit, right? And like you say, it brings them out to be a younger person, like a kid or something that, you know, or this, you know, hell, or a motherfucking serial killer out this motherfucker, man. Like you said,
Hey, for real.
hey. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, hey, but it definitely was motherfucker the serpentine fire here, boy. Goddamn. Shout out to Salty Balls.
But I lived through it.
No charges were ever brought by the Army against Thornwell. He was discharged for psychological disorders. But an
But
Army
hell no,
psychiatric
boy.
evaluation.
Yeah.
I would have had fucked on up, but I just would have been that mental patient, nigga.
No, you know it's crazy, like you said, man. The same thing that happened when you start talking about the Tuskegee experiment and stuff like that or whatever. A lot of these people, man, had no idea that they were, you know, susceptible to this stuff, bro, and they were hiding it from it. They didn't know. You know what I'm saying? You, hey man, take this pill, or hey, drink this drink or whatever, right? And you spiking shit, they giving motherfuckers shit. They had no idea they were taking it, bro. Most of the people, most of these things. So, you know, this is before they started making a lot of these protection laws as to where, you know, you can't just go out here. And but what made it dirty was now. So, you know, back in those days, they could just slip you the shit and not tell you. And hey, they monitor your ass, you didn't know. Now, though, what they do is they make you sign that motherfucking what you call it? Fucking not a disclosure, a disclaimer.
Waiver.
Yeah, waiver. Appreciate you. Yeah. Make your ass sign a waiver and you pretty much agree to the shit. Bruh. I took the motherfucking anthrax motherfucking vaccine, which nobody really gave a damn about. That shit was no big deal or whatever. But the thing why everybody wanted the anthrax vaccine, because when they was making it, right, and then I'm gonna come back to that. You could get your blood, you know, like you get your blood draw, bro.
Yeah.
A fucking anthrax blood draw, bro, was like $500. So everybody, yeah, because they were, you know, the only people that really had it, and they needed to fucking copy it from the blood and from the cells to see the effect on it to try and motherfucking, you know, replicate it or improve it or whatever. Thing is though, they discontinued the shit because pretty much it was just a whole bunch of bullshit. So who fucking knows, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Who knows? They made the shit
They probably did
mandatory.
something with that shit.
Yeah, man, telling who, and they just stopped doing it altogether and started making a requirement and shit or whatever because it was just, you know, it's whatever, it's pointless. But yeah, so now you got the waiver and shit, right? And then it's like, okay, well, if you don't do this shit, hey, we're gonna kick your ass out. You know what I'm saying? You don't do this shit, you go not only get kicked out, man, it's gonna be motherfucking it's gonna be disobeying a lawful order. And what fucked me up, and people don't understand this, when they did that, that's the first thing they said when they was trying to make the jazz mandatory, right?
Yeah.
And I'm asking information, and what fucked me up was I was jammed because it was not only that, but we was getting ready for deployment and shit. And I was just like, damn, bro. I was like, you know, they kept, you know, and I was holding off to the last minute because I'm trying to fucking finesse some shit. I was really thinking about goddamn, and I wish I would have did it just to get a fucking fake card. But what fucked me up with that, and it ended up biting some people and asking the motherfucker was snitch. I know motherfuckers in the Navy snitch like a motherfucker, bro. One motherfucker crack, bro. They telling everybody. And what started happening was a lot of motherfuckers was getting fake cards or whatever, and then somebody would end up telling them, somebody would end up getting caught, and now you fucked off of the game because you know what I'm saying, you falsified the document, you lied, all this other shit, blah, blah, blah. So I ended up getting the shit. But again, I did not take mRNA. I did not take mRNA. I did not take mRNA. And that's why I fucking got in trouble because they was only trying to force the mRNA on the backside. But I'll just leave that at that, right? That's all I'm gonna talk about from that aspect of YouTube. So YouTube, the only thing I'm motherfucking saying is the shit that the motherfucking military forced me to take, motherfucker. Don't start this bullshit with me and this goddamn vaccine. But yeah, man, like you said, bro, this shit is just Hey, Jay Young, bro, death and deaths too. But hey, it is what it is. Oh shit! Shout out to my man in the building, man. Shout out. This might be risky in the building, baby.
What up, Hemp?
Shout out to Hemp, man. Appreciate you, bro, for the 10. Brother. Y'all know the deal, man. I know what it is, man. Shout out to Hemp, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Of Thornwell obtained by ABC News, one which was done prior to Thornwell having been given LSD, says of him, fairly cooperative, oriented, alert, and gave no evidence of psychosis or depression. From the Army's point of view,
nobody explained it to me. Nobody ever asked me if I was willing to do it or anything.
He had this feeling that he would be able to get through the resistance of illness and to reach deep changes very quickly.
Did he?
I don't think that when you look at that.
Yes.
Captain Marco, will you be good enough to lend Raymond your pistol, please? Yes, ma'am.
Thanks, Ben.
Sure, kid. Shoot Bobby, Raymond. Through the forehead.
Yes, ma'am.
how valuable a tool can hypnosis be in the intelligence field?
None whatsoever. It has absolutely no use because nobody's ever been able to do that I know of, do it in an operationally feasible way.
As I get to the bullshit, and again, even they telling you back then, they were incorporating it into entertainment, right? There was the shit that was actually going on real time. Like you say, bro, they started fucking putting that shit in the movies, and people was just like, oh, some spy shit, some military shit, bro. That's why crazy thing about it, bro, I always hated military movies. I didn't like military movies. I didn't like goddamn country westerns and shit. Like there's two movies I could never want to watch. But once you start, Hunt for Red October, what's another big one? Shit. What is it? A Few Good Men. Again, man, like you said, a lot of that stuff, man. Programming, bro. Programming and that too, right? So suggestion stuff like you said too, advertisements, right? People don't understand, bro, when they start doing that. Y'all help me out in the chat, man. I think it's whatever beats per minute or whatever, and they say this. They say it's not. Some people have studies show that it's a significant number of the frequency of things and the speed of whatever. And some people now they're claiming that it's not. But again, bro, I don't trust anything that's been revamped or reassessed over the last 20 years or so. Because when niggas found out that the fucking the Mandela effect was a real thing, like the bears versus fucking the Bernstein bears or whatever the fuck, all this different shit. And people find this shit like I was seeing the shit the other day.
Chick-fil-A, bro. I swear Chick-fil-A didn't have a K on it. I swear, I don't know. I swear there was a time where Chick-fil-A didn't have a K in it.
I thought, does it? I thought it still don't. CHIC, right?
Nope. It got a K now, bro. I'm telling you, I said the same thing, bro. And it's a lot more people saying the same thing. Chick-fil-A got a K in it now, bro. It's weird, bro. We had this debate around the time. Matter of fact, around the time that CERN shit was going on, that's when everybody was talking about the Mandela effect. We was having debates about Chick-fil-A, that damn Shazam movie. That shit crazy. My homeboy swear he seen the Shazam movie, but apparently it was never real.
Shazam or Kazam?
Was it Kazam?
Kazam.
Yeah. It's one of them shits. I forgot, but goddamn, that shit was crazy. It's quite a few of them though. Yeah, man, the world's just interesting, bro. That shit. I love the supernatural shit, man. That shit be on it, goddamn, because it's definitely something there. And basically, the whole quantum physics. Okay, so basically, quantum physics was seen as quack science. Now it's legit. They're actually like I guess I could say furthering Einstein's theory of relativity through the so-called quack science at the time. But it really wasn't quack science. That's shit they told the regular people. But behind the scenes, CIA and them niggas using this shit to do all this amazing shit that we see. Well, it's not amazing. It was, they used it for torture, but this stuff could have been used for good.
Well, no, like you said, but that's the thing about it, man. Shout out to my man
Yeah,
T.O.
Sinbad Kazam, Biker Adam 22.
You're too down with the gang, you're one of my members.
Appreciate you, fam. He said Kazam I had what's like, oh yeah, Salty Ball. Anytime I drop the link, brothers, you know me, man. After an hour in, bro, we come up. So yeah, of course, brother. The link's there, anybody can join. But yeah, man.
Me a cigarette.
All right, for sure. So yeah, man. So we start talking into this shit, man. You start looking into just how now that the shit is integrated into society, bro. And most people don't even understand it or see it or even think about it. And it's just crazy, bro. Because like I say, it's been the 60s or whatever. Up to the 40s to the 60s, I think it was. And then you start understanding just how something that was made, 80 something motherfucking years ago, bro. It's so impactful and intertwined in everything today. But shout out to Salty Balls, man. I greatly appreciate you, bro, for coming up. What's up with you, fam?
Hey, shout out to you, Mr. Fantastic. It's funny that you are going through these topics of the mind, which actually led me to the field that I'm in, as you already know. I help, people heal from a mental health standpoint, as there's three aspects to a person: mind, body, and spirit, as we're a reflection of God, the Trinity, if that makes any sense. It's funny that you say that, because you know how dip and dab with the poetry and the one could say the sort of the biblical speaking, whatever.
Yeah, the scriptorials, brother. The scriptorial remixes, brother. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I've been doing that all my life, and it's funny, if you notice, I do it on the spot. Right. And so if that's not a demonstration that, we are more than what we think we are, then we got another thing coming. I mean, I think a lot of things today is more or less about power and control, because everybody has these sort of innate superhero talents within, and through distractions, media, lusts, and all kind of other things, you don't ever really get to materialize who you really are, unless you have some level of like hyper focus. So, I mean, I think that, the entities and people in which you've named, be it, big government, private industry, and everybody else, academia and everything else, points to, trying to cultivate all aspects of human talent and means. And I think it's about control, and they want to try to do it as if, they're presenting it to you in such a way as if it's free will, and it's not. You know what I mean? It all boils down to that. Funny thing is, and I'm not trying to get all extra tinfoil on you, although I know it is Tuesday. This past summer, man, I seen a UFO in Chicago. I put it on my page.
Oh shit!
It's actually on my page.
YouTube or IG?
No, on YouTube.
Okay.
It's on my page. So I mean, there's things out there now. What they are, what we know them to be, we don't know. Not just yet. I mean, I think that there's put it like this: the ancients obviously created these sort of artscapes and stuff like that, these different people from different lands and things like that. And then if we were to use our buildings and things like that just simply for utility, there wouldn't be any needs for symbols and statues and things like that. So there's more than what meets the eye. And I think that, through distractions, people really don't sit beyond the noise to really see what's going on around them, because there's more to it than what we think there to be. I just want to at least open with that.
Okay, yeah, for sure. And like you said, man, when you start getting back into, like you said, I saw Joe. I don't know if it was again, maybe it's just something that keep coming up, but Joe Rogan has touched on the just the literally to this point, um inability of them to repeat now with precision, state of the art lasers and machines and whatever. They said in order for them to be able to cut blocks, the blocks that were used to make the fucking pyramids in the time that they were made it, bro. This is why they attributed to, alien and non-human and all these different things, because like you said, just from the mathematical standpoint, architectural standpoint, the perfection and the preciseness like of some of the largest structures in the world, crazy. And like you said, man, I don't think a lot until you unless you have the interest or the fervor for it, I guess. A lot of people don't really look any further past the surface and whatever we're told and taught in school to really get into the minutia of it and the deep details. Because when you start talking about, then you start correlating how Egyptian hieroglyphs has influence on the Mayan and the Inca architecture and some of their hieroglyphs and things. And when you start cross comparing them, and like you said, the giant, everything from giants to different animals and different questionable species of things that you see, bro. Like I said, it's quite spectacular, man, if you really get into looking into that stuff, man, and the information.
Yeah, I think that obviously there was a dark age, and I think there was more than one dark age. It's kind of funny that they're starting to find these bones out in Africa where they can see how the person calculated notches up to prime numbers, and and a lot of the math was actually passed down through oral tradition. And speaking of Joe Rogan, I was looking at this interview where he was with this religion professor, where she was talking about how they talk about the sort of UFO, their retrieval teams, and how they conduct their projects and things like that, and how they use the very same means to communicate by oral tradition. The pyramids and the coordinates and stuff like that to the pyramids, at least one of those coordinates, longitude, latitude, I don't know which one, corresponds to light speed. So there's a lot of things. Look this stuff up. It's pretty weird. You know what I mean? So you got different people in different places using pyramids for.
What do you know? What do you know about the mystical people?
You borged out. Say it again, Devin. You borged out.
Do you know anything about the Dogons? I heard they were
the
mystical
Dogon,
people.
of course. Yes. With the Orion's belt, and how they wasn't able to see these quote unquote stars, and they would do a dance where there was an extra star there, and it wasn't until years later that we had the technology to actually see that there were stars, quote unquote Aten being the derivative of the word atom, in which we use today for how we study atoms. And people like to rub these things off like the ancients were weirdos and things like that, and they would give these stories and legends and stuff like that. And these were more or less allegories so that everybody can understand these tall tales, whether it's wino on the street or somebody of their day who was an actual scientist. I think that wherever we're headed may lead to another dark age because of some of the same elements that are here today. Think about it. You have the Great Pyramid, was a marvel at its time, and one of the biggest man-made buildings, if not the biggest man-made building at its time. And we didn't just start doing skyscrapers until the turn of the century. And I was in Chicago, for something that is less, with the materials not as being strong and less architectural integrity. So, there's something missing here. People aren't admitting it. I think that we're still heading in that sort of direction of lust, greed, envy, pride, and all these things to, basically put us back on into Stone Age or whatever the case may be. I think that there's people who are very well studied who know what's up. I mean, it's funny that nobody gets to really see what's going on with the sort of archives in the Vatican, but there's something there, man, and people aren't talking about it.
Hey, it's actually I know you know about the Emerald Tablets. They basically explain all that mystical stuff you were talking about. Now, Thoth said that the world's great wonders, like the pyramids, all the crazy, amazing. Tibet got some of the most amazing ancient structures. But anyway, Thoth said that those structures were actually built on Earth, but in a higher dimension, and they had to lower their frequency to become actual things that that we see here
They have a
in the
physical,
third dimension.
physical
Yeah,
presence on the plane. Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. Yeah, man. Like you said, bro, when you start getting into Egyptian lore, right, and stuff, bro. Again, the knowledge is out here. That's the wonderful thing about us living now and being able to have access to this stuff and be able to literally just if you hear about it, you can search it, right? The thing is, like, so many people just don't. They just think it's like bullshit or whatever. Like you said, bro, it's so many things that's tied into it. And like you said, like Saucy brought up you can see literally a what do they call it? Industrial revolution, right? Bro, that's not happenstance. Okay.
at all.
It's not happenstance, right? So what happens is they'll be working on something for years on years on years that the public just doesn't know about. But once they figure out whatever the technological advancement is, bro, it literally everything just shoots, just literally like skyrockets, like you know what I'm saying, from motherfucking flat line to motherfucking almost, you know what I'm saying, a fucking 90-degree angle peak, right? And that's what we got. Damn, what was I about to say? So yeah, so Tesla, right? So everyone, Nikola Tesla, of his time, man, is probably one of the greatest inventors and like ever. Thing was,
Yeah,
people don't understand, bro. They purposely like drove this man crazy, bro, and told him like his tech was just bullshit or whatever, like some crackpot shit, right? Just so they could motherfucking bankrupt him and get access to his intellectual property, and then use that shit, bro, to pretty much corner so many things. Who even knows? Because what people don't understand is a lot of the times people will come up in there and because for the most part there isn't anything new under the sun. It's just someone has a eureka moment and they discover something and they come to find out. What you comes to find is what happens though is they go and they get ready to go to the patent office and they're like, oh no, never mind, you're too late. We got that already. That's old. You just find out about it, but we knew something about it. Or it's a derivative of something, an improvement of something that's already been made. So being that it's an offshoot of that, they still have to the intellectual property to it, right? Hence, we start talking about, it's been like so many people that have been able to, water powered cars and shit, and at least
yeah,
three of them have, expired mysteriously. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Allegedly. So yeah,
One
stuff
got
like
killed by that white boy up there in New York.
yeah. The dude that was somehow he's a
The
low
security,
security guard at a grocery store, and this guy somehow
he
had
traveled hours to go there too.
yeah.
He,
Some guy had, and then you get into, like I say, Devin, the Manchurian candidate aspect of this shit, as to where a person can be motherfucking, as a kid, as a child, or just as a person just picked out, and now they're turned into this motherfucker, they just sleeper cell, as they say.
sleeper agent
Yeah,
got there. Wake up, nigga,
yeah,
one day, nigga.
yeah. Motherfucker get a phone call, get a fucking text message or some shit on his phone, a certain word, and now this motherfucker a trained killer. You know
So
what I mean?
so much to the point that we were more or less talking about earlier, right? You know how I was just talking about how you have your natural talent and you let it materialize out into the universe and with people so they can enjoy it. That was the sort of birth of hip hop, right? You have a bunch of brothers who are in these sort of urban conditions who had poverty and drugs and burned down buildings and stuff like that in the Bronx, New York, right? And then all of a sudden, there was a sort of a switch, right? Where I can go on ahead and put poison in people's mind and actually have them activate themselves to self-destruction and actually take things that they would initially be repulsive by and normalize it and use triggering words so that they can actually carry out the things that whoever wants us to do. I don't know. I'm wondering whether or not it's about cultivation of talents and control.
They probably right now. I feel like they got it mastered for the people who's open to suggestion. I think right now they're trying to get it to where they can overcome the natural resistance that some people seem to have against it. I mean, honestly, I mean they already got the game beat. They probably trying to get the rest of the maybe 30% of people who probably might be on to something, or they probably just not. They probably just hard headed.
Yeah,
But
like something's off. Yeah, right.
damn, it was so it's this guy it's a black guy. I was so shocked who actually breaks down and studies the Emerald tablets, and he break down the whole human history story from like the whole interdimensional beings coming here, the Anunnaki coming, creating us, grafting us basically to mine gold because their home planet needed it. It's a whole bunch of stuff, but he basically go the whole. I'm gonna try to see if I can find the damn YouTube page because I just watched like a bunch of his shit at once, and then I basically I didn't even subscribe. I just watched it at once and just kept moving. But I'm gonna see if I can find him. But it's a brother though. I was shocked it was a brother. I mean, he have seminars real big. I probably got to find him on Facebook, but I found him on YouTube and I found his Facebook from the links. But I'm gonna see if I can find it out there because that'll be interesting. I'm sure y'all know about all that, but the way he put it, like as in one big story, and then he tied it to a lot of things like how you do here, fantastic. Like how he tied like real life adventures because nothing is new under the sun. Like they had batteries back in Egypt, goddamn, all kind of shit. Like the human race seemed to always fall, like Salty Balls was saying. The human race usually get to a technological peak. For Atlantis was on it, but it was that cycle for the planet to switch poles and shit. Even the best of us got there. I mean, who to say they didn't travel to another dimension or another planet? Goddamn, some of them, the higher ups, the powers that be of that time period probably managed to get away, but you never know. I don't know. Because some of this shit had to been passed down to somebody in charge. Like it seemed like every time humanity start over, somebody still got to be running the shot so we can get to the point to where, okay, the common people got enough sense to where we can use them now. That shit, I don't know, bro. This some interesting shit though. I love this shit, bro. I love these goddamn.
Say it's either Billy Carson or Delbert Blair that you're talking about.
Yeah, matter of fact, his name it might be goddamn Billy Carson. Matter of fact,
okay.
Was it like a 1980 style video?
No, this guy. He's.
I know you're talking about. It's a black dude that's talking about it now, but I think
he said he had UFO experiences.
Yeah, I think, but I don't want to say I'm talking about the same guy, but I think I know you're talking about.
I think it's that Billy dude though. Because the name sound kind of familiar. The other guy, I don't know. But he looked like a Delbert, but I ain't never heard of Delbert. But if I did see a black Delbert, but it looked like him. But I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably Billy though, because I think that name sounds too familiar.
I know who you talking about. Salty. I just saw that guy. The guy. So now I know y'all talking about the Delbert guy. I know who you talking about. The '80s dude. He's kind of fat, kind of heavy set dude. He was letting motherfuckers know shit. He was doing. I
don't know him.
I think I just came across him within the last couple months.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah. So yeah. You try to get you. Yeah, I just.
Yeah, the dude I'm talking about. He kind of built like maybe Bernard.
Huh?
Bernard Riley.
What about him?
Shit, the dude I'm talking about, he probably more so built like him.
No, yeah, he looked like, you talking about Billy wasn't. Yeah, he do kind of look like Bernard. Yeah, dark skinned dude. He got like a beard mustache combo. Yeah, I know talking about.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, man, like you said, we get into ingenuity, right? And people don't even take that into consideration. But like you said, bro, it's been years and years and years of human research, and then who knows what's beyond human discovery. You feel what I'm saying? Because they talking about, like, I never heard of this. They said Tesla was into witchcraft and shit, right? But like you said, when you get talking about Jack Parsons and them out there in the when they're out there in Death Valley in Nevada, they were they was fucking doing those tests and stuff, bro, and they were getting interdimensional stuff allegedly, but it led to technological advances. Because it was out there fucking around with, breaking the sound barrier and testing military weapons and all these different things, bro. So
UFOs too.
Huh?
Well, secret UFOs.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. And they're saying that the U.S. and just somewhere in allegedly, this is being said. I'm not saying it. That alien spacecraft they've had it for for however long. And pretty much what happens is if let's say you have something that's so technologically advanced that you just don't have the capabilities or the tech yourself to be able to reverse engineer it, right? But then once you fucking figure it out, or you have the thing the way you are now, like you said, we get this motherfucking just skyrocketing down. You know what I'm saying? Because just think
Bro,
about
this
it,
shit
right?
is amazing, bro.
To go from iron to steel to titanium, you know what I'm saying? Iron is just something that's just natural, right? But to figure out the scientific process and the processing and the stuff you got to add to it to make it steel, and then to make fucking steel titanium, and make shit fucking destructible but bendable. You know what I'm saying? The indestructible shit that wavers or gives just enough. So the fucking damn, what is it? The acoustic
It's
resonance.
manipulatable.
So no. So you got this shit called like acoustic resonance, right? So what happens is if you have something that's vibrating so hard and you match the frequencies, it will literally disintegrate or rumble like down to the what's name because like you have the two, it's like a North Pole meeting a North Pole, right? And it was a thing they always told us in the military specifically because they had this video. It's still out there, you can find it, to where you have to chain the aircraft down when the chain land when the helicopter lands on the boat, right? Because the boat moves, the boat sways. You don't want the motherfucking helicopter to motherfucking slide off the boat. If you tie it down too tight though, and now the chains are, they vibrate and is, and it motherfucking matches to the point because the helicopter is rotary, it will literally motherfucking break the helicopter down, like destroy it, break it down in pieces because of the,
Damn.
you know what I'm saying? So, and that's a big thing that people don't understand when you're talking about these skyscrapers. These skyscrapers are built in a way to where if there's an earthquake or something happens, or like there's a falter, as to where it gives enough as to where it will give, but it's not supposed to collapse. And now we're talking about skyscraper collapse. We end up with what? 9/11, which was also a fucking that had a CIA mock-up to what would happen if hijack the plane and running
Oh yeah,
into
they
it.
were doing that drill that day too.
Yeah,
That
man.
day, that's why the Jets didn't get there faster, because they miraculously had a drill for what if a commercial plane was flown. Well, I mean was stolen. God dang, and that's what the scramblers was. That's what took them so long to stop, because one of the flights, the passenger stood up and goddamn that shit ended up going in the ocean. But goddamn, yeah, the jet should have been there. Goddamn, the jet should have been there. But it was all a little plan to goddamn had that go down. So what's that national security shit? Goddamn, that had to happen for them to get the national security intelligence agency.
Oh no,
Damn,
yeah, TSA to get TSA started in the
and
you
that
talking
little
about
branch where all that money go.
Homeland
Yeah,
Security, Homeland Security,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh my God, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. It was 1 year my city murders were going crazy. Homeland Security riding around the city. That shit was crazy. It got that they had cars saying Homeland Security. That shit was crazy.
You know what? Yeah, I mean, y'all talking about simulation games, and I think what Mr. Fantastic was talking about is sonic resonance, where something sound itself could vibrate to the point to where it can compromise the structural integrity of something.
Yeah.
The other names that are important for y'all to take a look at that Mr. Fantastic also mentioned was this guy named Jack Parsons, who was tied up into the occult scene out in Pasadena, California, where there was the Jet Propulsion Laboratory or whatnot. And this guy, he was not educated, didn't go to Caltech or MIT like your sort of cutout scientists would normally be when it comes to the military industrial complex. This guy was, quote unquote, a autodidactic and very much into the occult. So there's this sort of constant alignment with the occult somehow or another. I mean, you see it, with the design of Washington, D.C. You see it when obviously Small Mustache Man, and his ventures to the Egyptian deserts and to the
Yeah, he was collecting artifacts. People don't talk about that enough, bro. Hitler was going
yeah.
around. He was going around the world collecting ancient artifacts. He had a whole society of these ladies with long ass blonde hair who felt like their hair connected them to another dimension, and that's how, bro. It was a show on the History Channel called Hitler's Wildest Inventions, bro. Hitler was going crazy. He was trying to make underwater tanks. he was thinking way above everybody, man. Oh my God, bro. That man was trying to, bro. If he was succeeded, bro, the world would have been way different. It would
Or
have been
the
fucked up.
question, or the question is, how do we know we're not the ones who actually got that stuff or got it first? We got to, put things in the context. You know what I mean? Because he was probably getting what we getting. You know what I mean? There's another mysterious expedition that a lot of people don't talk about. I know that Mr. Fantastic probably heard rumors of it. Given his background in the as a sailor. But
Yeah.
there's a gentleman named
Bird.
Admiral Byrd that had an expedition down to Antarctica post World War II, and half of his fleet came back, and don't nobody really want to talk about what happened down there. There's all kind of rumors about people they seen and all kind of technology and stuff like that. Man, I would say this much: if any entity puts money into something, then that means that it's worthwhile for some sort of in-depth examination. I don't care what nobody say. If you put money into something, then it's obviously something worthwhile for you to say, let's investigate this further. If you take a look at like Google Scholar or scour the literature when it comes to research, and you look up the stuff or whatever the case may be, one has to beg the question: if there's nothing in it, why the hell are you spending money to investigate it?
Yeah.
Not like that. White people don't spend money on nothing. People will go to jail over stealing, grand theft or whatever the case may be, stealing enough money. So you mean to tell me you're gonna spend money, time, resources, and manpower on something that you don't care about? Get out of here.
Yeah, and about the thing that got there in Miss Fantastic, you were saying about how one thing cracked and then we have like a shoot up in like advancements. Man, so it's this the Thoth story was broken down in like a stick man cartoon on this one channel called Spirit Science, and Thoth explained it just like that. He said that we would come and deliver knowledge, and then the humans would use it, they'll make advancements, and then they'll go stagnant for a long ass time, and then they'll understand one concept, and then Thoth can pop back in and be like, okay, now that they understand this, I can introduce this whole new thing. And then humans learned hydraulics and how to fuck with boats. And then after that, it got stagnant there for a long time. Then they learned another concept, and then Thoth came back, Industrial Revolution. Goddamn. So that's how it was kind of like mapping it. And I just thought, goddamn, that shit was cool that you said it that way, because that's exactly how they actually made a little, like, it was like a little cartoon illustration of it. But goddamn, it was exactly how you said, goddamn, like, the gods will come and deliver knowledge, humans will do their work with it, and then, they'll kind of just rest there for a minute, and then they'll learn another little concept on their own, and then that's when the gods be like, okay, now I can tell them this whole nother concept that they need to build on and shit like that. So we definitely on course for a crash. I feel like we're at the peak for this iteration of Homo sapiens or whatever the fuck we are. Goddamn. But
Well, no, hey, that's a great point. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna definitely go from there, right? So shout out to IRT, man. Yeah, behold the pale horse, and it's crazy, right? How now the Navy is the forefront of all of this UFO information and stuff, because again, remember they tell us, bro, the Earth is made up of 7% water, right? The majority of the Earth is water, and they say I don't think we've discovered even a third of the sea. When you really get down to like the depths of how deep the sea is and all these different things, and that only a third of the sea has been explored like around the world. So what people don't seem to understand and realize is just like, if you're going like the space you have out at sea, bro, and if you've never been like, bro, if you've never been at like the water you see on shore, the water you see, bro, nothing, like nothing. I'll get, bro, blue water, bro. I'm talking about like you take a blue motherfucking marker and you wipe it across something. That's how motherfucking blue like the sea is. And like when you see it the first time, it's just miraculous. Then you see that shit for 30 days, you hate it, and you like, fuck this shit, get me out of here, right? Well, nah, man, but yeah, Bill Cooper talked about this, bro, and he was a submariner, right? He would talk about how stuff would come up or whatever, because submarines have always had some of, if not the top motherfucking weaponry and technology, because the submarines had the nukes on it. The submarines was like the most deadliest thing because they had the motherfucking capability to launch the nukes. You know, if you're going to be that thing, right? So their sonar, their radar, their everything we get detected or whatever. You know, every now and again they would just pull up and they surface, and sometimes they let the people come out, the crew or whatever, come out and see or whatever. But he was talking about this stuff, bro, like I said, way back in the 80s, bro. And now to see the fucking government come out and admit this shit, and he ended up he was a major conspiracy theory of the 80s, bro. And everybody just thought this dude was crazy, talking all kinds of shit, la la la. He talked about occultic shit, he talked about UFOs, he talked about the government plot and plan to do a lot of these different things, just conspiracy theory shit, right? And then lo and behold, now, like you said, bro, you got people like your Joe Rogans and your Tim Pools and just these major people that come out and have these real time, live and public motherfucking shit that people to talk about, bro, and then give this information that is information. This ain't speculation. This ain't no guessing shit. This ain't no freaky ass, just made up bullshit. No, bro, you had the documentation or the pictures and artifacts or whatever it is to support this stuff, bro. So it's crazy. But get to your point, Devin, like you said, yeah. So again, in order to rebuild, you must destroy, right? Or from the what is it? From the shit's on the dollar. What is it,
I
y'all?
think it's
What's
something
the
from the ashes or something. Or
yeah. Well, it's not the phoenix from the ashes, but from destruction, or from one come many, and then it's from destruction come rebuild or some shit like that. So y'all help me out in the chat. I know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that's how it happens, bro. So you have to conquer down, and it's like physical, and it's like you said, the mind or the esoteric, right? So the lower level or the surface level, and then the deeper level to it, you have to fucking destroy it in order to rebuild. So once you get a new understanding, like you say, man, of what technology is and so on and so forth, bro, all that shit's just left way back in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like looking at now like a fucking VCR, right? A VCR compared to a fucking laptop. A
I
laptop
think
been
Buddy said it. Out of order. I mean, out of
out
chaos
of order,
order.
out of chaos order. Yeah, type shit.
Okay.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro. Yeah, order out of chaos is what it is. Order out of chaos, right? So order out of
Okay.
chaos is what it is. Order out of chaos. So yeah, man, you gotta you understand this shit, like you said, bro. You have to get to the point of where, all right, everybody's comfortable and you feel like the public, or at least the majority of the public, are ready and they're okay and they can handle it. Because again, man, like I said, people really don't understand that it's hard for people to conceptualize a lot of shit, right? If a motherfucker just motherfucking walk in front of you and he just, what I'm saying, he take flight, right? Motherfucker start walking and then all of a sudden this motherfucker flying. People gonna freak the fuck out.
I know
You know what I'm
I would
saying?
be like, oh shit, but they
Like,
coming.
yeah, like motherfuckers gonna faint, motherfuckers gonna run, it's gonna be panic. Like everybody think it'll be a moment, but again, it's all about, like you say, the limitations of the mind. And you have to give society time to catch up with a lot of the things, like you said, that they just hold and they got loaded up in the motherfucking, they got that shit waiting in the barrel, the motherfucking, get out there, but they just know society's not ready for it yet.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, it's all about construction, destruction, destroy and rebuild. I mean, people, I mean, everything boils down to that. Life and death, over and over and over. It's a universal cycle, It's just one of those things is, we just want to see who's here when things go to shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what that's about. You know what I mean? Because I mean, like you said, it is a foregone conclusion. You can't delay what is inevitable. It is what it is. The only thing you could do is make sure that your mind right and your spirit is right, because this here vessel, anything can happen any different day, given these conditions. You know what I mean? And so don't get yourself locked up into the physical, because it ain't nothing but a vessel. It ain't nothing but to experience what it is in the sort of fleshly realm. But as long as you right, and you right spiritually, and you right mentally, then it is what it is. Stand up, be a stand-up man while you're here. Man, all this, you know what I mean? I mean, ain't nobody gonna put no time, energy, and resources to all this to nothing. And to be honest with you, almost every civilization, it's a pattern over and over and over, from Egypt, where they had the Egyptian mystery school, right? at that period of time and that day, they were considered the Illuminati. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you go over to medieval Europe. I mean, you had the Knights Templar. I mean, all I'm saying is every society, there's the same sort of pattern where there's those who know better and who like to control a good amount for their own sort of means and stuff like that on to, till now. So, I mean, I think that we get so arrogant thinking that because we have flat screen TVs, the internet, and everything else, that man's nature has changed, and it hasn't changed.
Oh shit. This brother right here got some technology going on in the background. Goddamn, free game. What's going on?
My bad, man.
He just slide up in there with the Grim Reaper. I'm like, yo.
Sound like Predator. Look, sound like Predator.
Yeah,
just doing that little noise. Nah, but how y'all doing, man? Y'all good?
Great, brother. How about yourself?
Yeah.
I'm good, man. Man, I just think I think that first I think the Europeans went too far. That's first. Tapping into all this weird ass technology and trying to reach alien technology and stuff like that. And they kind of got what they was looking for, and I think humanity is just too far gone now, and it really do needs to be a reset. You know what I mean? We be talking about how poor certain countries is and all that. When we in America, I think we done peaked out. Honestly, if you look at the market now, you'll see AI have taken over about 400 different jobs. So the women now, most of them women jobs. They talking about, oh, I want to be independent. Oh yeah, you about to be real independent now. I don't need a man. Shit, all the men jobs are still here, but I don't like. Just imagine we're on the brink of not having somebody actually call you for a customer service call ever again. Ever. We're about 25 years away from full automation of fast food restaurants where you won't see a human in there ever again. You'll probably see one or two working on the AI. but the world have changed so much. I think humans in America in particular have just peaked out. I think a lot of people are tired of the system in general, and through that we look for new forms of slavery, and which is going to be the AI.
Well, yeah, that in itself, like you said, bro. That right there, bro. When you start talking about AI and again self-learning technology and just understanding how much that shit is exploded in very very short time, bro, to the point of where you got people quitting, people that help, were at the ground floor, and they're saying this shit is too dangerous, a la, the Ghost in the Machine, all these different things, going all the way back to Frankenstein's monster, right? And then pretty much telling you, man trying to be God and man trying to create life, it never goes right, bro. And this is what AI is, because now you're turning the artificial, and you're trying to make it sentient, right? You're trying to make something that's unliving or something that's man created, pretty much grow and live like a human being. And like you said, now when you connect the whole world, you know what I'm saying, to the internet, right? You connect the whole world. Oh shit. Another one for y'all, man. You gotta watch the movie. We covered that one. What was it? Devin, the movie with the kid was the thing. Denzel Washington's son was the main actor in it. Damn, what's the name of the movie? Hold on a second.
He said, "Son, are you sure we talked about it?"
You talking about that little kid? Like, oh, I see things.
No. Hold on.
Oh, everybody see iRobot.
The creator. There we go. The creator. No, the
The
creator.
creator?
Yeah,
Okay,
the
okay, I'm gonna
creator.
look that up.
Yeah, watch the creator, man.
Is it on Netflix or anything, or
Yeah.
it's probably
No, you bro, you can. It's plenty of free streaming sites, brother. You should be able to find. Oh, it might be on Netflix now.
okay?
I don't know. But I don't watch Netflix. But the creator, yeah, make sure you watch creator, man. Again,
Okay.
they're telling you, and the timing of this that movie is not coincidental. It's pretty much telling you that there's a representation in the meshing, the perfection of where the machine became human, right? And it grows like a human does, and it learns and all these different things. So that's the whole point behind AI, man. That I don't think people are taking it serious as they should. But bro, you get to that point, bro, and it's just like, I'm not saying game over, but the like you guys are saying, the need for and the importance of human beings is going to be I don't even know, man. It's scary.
Talk about socially awkward, but that
Yeah,
shit
I'm
goes.
telling you, dog. I'm telling you.
You know,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna say this. And I gotta dip out real quick, if it's
Yeah, I
okay.
gotta go in a minute.
My bad, Devin. But I'm gonna
Oh
say
no.
this. Like, I think that the way that Mr. Fantastic expressed it, he expressed it in such a way not to scare the bejesus out of everybody. But I'm gonna just keep it real. You know what I mean? It is a clear and present danger to us in our existence. And I'm somebody who actually I'm gonna be real with you, without self disclosing a little too much. I've taken, and put it like this, I've specialized in the AI curriculum. Okay, I'm gonna say this much. And if anybody knows anything about AI is nothing more than obviously an algorithm. People throw an algorithm around a little too much. Anybody that's taken statistics will understand that there's the aspect of statistics that talks about the regression model. Okay, an algorithm is tantamount to a polynomial that changes and adjusts to the environment and data that's put in it to make it more efficient. Now, the only other thing that occurs in nature that is algorithmic is what? Genetics, right? This is exactly how they're trying to play God, right? So over time, through the environment, your DNA changes and adjusts for the environment. The same way data is fed into to an entity in which it changes over time to create an algorithm, right? And so this there is the sort of basis for artificial intelligence. So then you have people who are playing God, but ultimately trying to eat of the apple of the tree of knowledge of good and evil once again and find out, well, who is God? Because if I'm created through these quote unquote genetics, and genetics ain't nothing more than quote unquote math problems, right? Then, well, let me see who God is so maybe I can get that sort of technology again. It is the Tower of Babel once again. Some stuff like we just don't have any business fucking with. We just don't. You know what I mean? I just wanted to put it to you that way, because
Yeah, that was a
after
good analogy with the
it,
Tower of Babel.
I'm serious. It is scary. It is totally scary. If people only knew, that's why I said you do got your mind, you got your faculties, and you got your spirit, and you got free will. Brothers, exercise it. And on that, I'm gone. Thanks for having me here,
No
Mr.
problem.
Fantastic.
All
Appreciate you,
right.
man. Always a pleasure, brother. Greatly appreciate you, bro, for coming
Peace
tonight.
and salutations.
That nigga
Peace
sound
to-
like a double agent, don't he?
Hey, I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here too, Mr. Fantastic. I'm gonna be
Hey,
still tuning in. I gotta get something to eat. God damn it.
hey, for sure, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for co-hosting with me today, brother. Greatly appreciate
All
you,
look,
man.
right, no
look,
problem. It was a
look,
pleasure, goddamn.
look. The AI saying, "Oh, look at these peasants gotta eat."
Yeah,
Now,
man.
I don't know, fantastic man. I think the Europeans then went too far with technology, and it like we not even getting a grace period. Like We went from bumping CDs to having the shit on our phone quick. You know what I mean? Shit from the computer. You know, we don't even have access to do manual shit anymore.
Yeah.
Like we don't even gotta burn the CDs no more. Like we
Yeah,
don't
man.
gotta put like the thinking. Like we don't have to think. You remember niggas back in your day, y'all 80s babies. Y'all used to have the goddamn CDs in alphabetical order. Tell a dude or a chick to put CDs in alphabetical order now.
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm telling you, dog. Like you said, just the physical of anything is going away for, like you said, the most part. Hell, you don't even need a key no more for your house. I seen I bro, people are becoming so fucking dependent on this shit, man. My son, his mom or whatever where they live, he's got a fucking app on his phone, brother, where he literally just waves his fucking phone in front of the door and it unlocks the door, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, imagine somebody hacking your shit and
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But nobody even thinks about it. Why? And you take away that stigma because you just make it commonplace. So you make it commonplace. It's like, okay, well, no, that's never gonna happen. Like nobody would ever do that. And lo and behold, like you said, man, I think like a month ago, I got a fucking thing as to where information breach, and everybody's credit card information was stolen, and possibly some of your passwords and your social security number and all these fucking different things. And then, like you said, you see the reality of it, man. But because if you're not in that field, you know what I'm saying, until you get that notice, you're not even thinking about it. You're just living your life and going on about your business.
what you who yeah, okay. Do you think it's just us in America, or do you think it's a global thing? Do you think we just got a small perception on it, or this global? Like it can be going down
Oh no, no,
in
no, it's definitely global. Definitely global. I don't know if you, I don't know if you saw it, you remember it, bro. They literally have they have technology on kids in China to see to track their learning, to track their eye movement. They're literally like brain scanning their brain pattern to see what sections are being activated and different things, making sure they're on task. Bro, this is global, dog. It's global.
damn, they, damn, what they need, bro. Bro, I've been going back and forth to the court, still beating this child support. That the child support after I beat them, they didn't came back. Bro, I use Chat GPT to beat them like every time.
Mhm.
While they're in their office typing up letters, I'm overwhelming them with Chat GPT, dog.
Good shit, man. Like you said, hey, hey, like you said, man. That's the thing about it, though, and I think that's well, no, I know that's how you stay ahead of things. Use it to your advantage, right? Find the weak points of it, or take advantage of the whatever the newest thing is, bro. And I think more people have to become more like tech savvy, dog, and understand it. Like, bro, this is not gonna it's not gonna go backwards, dog. It's not, like I said, it's never gonna go back to the point of where, you know what I'm saying, all this manual labor and picking up your own food and all this different shit, bro. I'm just telling you, it's crazy.
So I'm gonna ask you this. I was born in 1993. How does it you have to be born in 84,
83.
but 83?
Yeah.
Like, you know, we used to hang out with y'all. Y'all raised us in a lot of ways. How does it feel like cuz you came in one of the greatest eras, cuz y'all had everything that the 70s and 60s
Yeah.
people went through, and everything that we going through.
Yeah.
So, like, how does your memory mess with you in comparison to the times today?
Well, no, like I said, that's why I say the my generation, especially like 80s babies, I'll say everything from 80 to 89. I say with the bridge between the gap, like you said, we are the last link to those great grandmas and stuff at that time, right? So the silent generation, for real.
Yeah.
And like you
Yeah.
said, I know when gas was motherfucking like 50 cents or like 70 cents a gallon or some shit. I know what a fucking carburetor is. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to fish. I was outside playing. I know how to, you know what I'm saying? I know how to do a lot of things, manually and just, socially, like you said, interaction, right? That's another thing too. Us, both our generations, we was outside, right? We was playing. It wasn't just you couldn't, even though if you had a Nintendo, you ain't finna be in my house all day. Take your ass outside. That was the attitude, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Just going back to looking what it is, and looking at my own kids sometimes and being like, especially telling this little dude that, bro, you have no idea. Like my man, if I got if I was lucky, I got 2 pairs of shoes a year. You feel what I'm saying? And my son is like, hey, I need a new pair of shoes for this. You got, shoes just to match your basketball team outfit, what I'm saying, type shit, right? So yeah, man,
Yeah.
I definitely don't take it for granted. And I see just, the the advances, but a lot of the drawbacks, man. Because like I said, people have no idea, dog. If we shut down, like I said this right back in the day, I remember a couple times this happened. Say like you had a power outage or some shit, right? And you could still open up the register, and the lady could give you change, and if she needed a calculator, do it with a calculator, but she would still be able to complete the transaction. Bro, if power goes out in fucking Walmart or Publix or wherever you are, and we're switching everything over to self checkout, ain't no, what I'm saying, you just can't get your shit. You feel what I'm saying? If the power's
Facts.
out, ain't nobody there to just open the register and complete the transaction for you. Even if you're there and it's a person there, they can't even do it anymore. They can't just open the register and do the thing. It has to be, and everything has to be tracked through the computer system, right? And which, rightfully so. I understand it, because you don't want nobody stealing money and that type shit or whatever, to keep track of the transactions, the money, all the different things. But that's just what I'm saying. That's another one of the, the prison with the damn gate open type shit. And
Yeah.
that's a lot of stuff that goes on that people don't take consideration of.
Yeah. Like y'all generation, people. When I was growing up, when I looked at the '80s babies, I'm like, these niggas are so smart. Like they just don't know how smart they are. You know what I mean? And compared to people today, like knowing how to do everything. You know what I mean? Whether it's fixing on cars, whether it's dressing, how to dress, whether it's being funny, like how talented the '80s babies are. You know what I mean? And now I just don't see that. You know what I mean? I don't see that in these, like I don't see a theme with these younger generation, because they're no longer tapped into their natural talents and having to figure things out on their own.
Well, yeah, like you said, that's because, unfortunately, man, like you said, everybody's so dependent on technology, and that's all they know. They don't know anything outside of that.
Facts. But man, look, I'm mad I couldn't get on the show earlier, but hey, whenever I can catch you, man, I always enjoy being on.
No problem, brother. I greatly appreciate you coming through, man. We just hit the 2 hour mark anyway, man. So you helped me get to the end, the finish line. I greatly appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you coming through.
All right, man. Have a good one.
For sure. Hey, man, shout out to him, man. A1 Day One in the building, man. Appreciate you, brother. Sir Tice for the 10 on the cash app. And hey, man, this was Tinfoil Tuesdays, man. Shout out to Devin, man. Hey, and you guys care to or want to, wish to co-host with me whenever we do these or any other topics, man, or whatnot, what have you. I know y'all like the thing, man. I do the solo thing, but it's not mandatory. I know I'm a loner. I'm not very super social. But hey, man, if you guys all the support and everything you guys give, being here, likes, shares, subs, memberships, money, all those different things. So I don't have an issue or problem if you have an idea for something, um, for a topic that you want to do, and we can co-host it together or whatnot, what have you, man. You're more than welcome to do those things, bro. Like I said, we're growing the platform, and I don't have a problem sharing it, because again, without you guys, I wouldn't have one. So shout out to Devin, man, coming through. Really appreciate you, brother. Taking time out your busy schedule and get everything together so we can do this today. And like I said, man, if anybody has any topics or you want to collab, or hey, you don't got to be a YouTuber already. Like I said, maybe just be a sub or whatever. Collabs are welcome, and we have a good conversation, man. I think this went very, very well today. Shout out to Salty coming through, man. Thank that brother for the support, both monetarily and commentarily. And free game and all you people in the chat. Y'all was good today, man. Y'all got 100 on the goddamn quiz. It got all the questions I asked, man. Y'all had the answer to, man. So we've been doing good with this Tinfoil Tuesday thing, man. Just please understand and know, bro. You're not crazy no more. This ain't crazy, bro. This stuff is out here. MK Ultra, Project Bluebird, Project Mockingbird, hell, CERN, Anton LaVey, and Jake Parsons, Alex Crowley, bro. Just look this stuff up, man. Emerald Tablets of Thoth, a lot of stuff, bro. That was covered today, bro. But when you come to find out, is the rabbit holes. The funny thing about rabbit hole, man, people just say rabbit hole, but the thing about a rabbit hole, bro, is that it's all interconnected. That's the most important thing I want you guys to remember today. When you say rabbit hole, it's called a rabbit hole, not just because you go down and whatever. It's just the fact of the matter that one thing leads you to another, and you come to find out when you pop out somewhere totally different that you still are from the original point and that everything's connected. So that's a motherfucking whole gist of the fucking rabbit hole thing. If you didn't already have it, man. Shout out to Devin, man. DSGB, the motherfucking builder, man. Appreciate you, brother, for your help. And that's that on that one, man. I catch y'all on the next one. Holla.